Well, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this today. One of the things that I'm going to try and do is I have free memberships to my channel that I can give away, but I don't know how to do it under my circumstances. So I can't do it on I cannot do it from here. I have no keyboard. So I can't do it from this arena here. So hmm, I have my computer on in the other room, and I'm going to see if I can do it that way. Can't do it from my phone, my mobile device, because it won't let me. I can go in here and go to me and go to my lives, but then when I click down here to yeah, there's no option for it there. So in a little bit, good morning, Kenneth Bird. How are you today? What's exciting in your life here? So I'm going to go into the computer and hopefully, hope you can hear me. You hear me all right, Kenneth Bird? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me all right. No thumbs up? Well, anyway, I'm going to try and get that done today if I can from my computer. I don't know how that's going to work because not quite sure. Since I can't do it from my mobile and I have no keyboard on this device that I'm using as my platform device here, going to go in and check to see if there's any way I can do it on the computer. So I'm not going to be here on the screen here. Wish I had something to play for you or something there. Don't even know whether you can hear me on my microphone in there. Good morning, Great Scott. Hey, maybe you can help me. I don't think this is something that you've come up against anyway. My iPad has no keyboard. I have no way of doing anything active except the camera. That's all this is pretty much a camera. Oh, Noah, how's it going this morning? And then my mobile device won't allow me to gift my free memberships. So rather than lose them, I want to try and do it. So I'm going to go into my computer and I'll take my phone with me so I can chat if you can't hear me. But just trying to find a way to utilize what YouTube's giving me to give away the 5 memberships, and have no idea what I'm doing or how I'm going to do it, because I know I can't do it here, I can't do it here. So you think that'll work? Okay, I'm going to go to the computer. So I know it's going to be, I don't know whether it's going to be quiet or not, but I'll be able to chat on my phone. So I can read the chat and uh, we can work that way. I have no idea how this is going to go, but anyway, here we go. Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me on my microphone because I'm taking it with me. Okay, am I back? Sound wise? There we go. Here I am. So I just had to wait for it to update, I guess. It just hello. So congratulations to Great Scott. Congratulations to David Carlisle, Blistering Barnacles, Dimebag, and Gary Smith. So Thursday, I'll gift 5 more. So that worked. I, having to juggle, you know. I don't know. Juggling, juggling, juggling. Okay, so that's out of the way. That's one dilemma. That's one dilemma that has been solved. So it's a good thing I have more than one device. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. But I don't know why I don't have a keyboard on the iPad here that I use as my camera device. It's my camera and screen, but I have no keyboard. There's absolutely no way to get the keyboard up here. So, well, I'm glad that you're busy, East Tennessee Rocks. I'm glad that you're busy and keeping yourself entertained, but we miss you around here. I know I see you once in a while, but yeah, it works differently. Incognito works differently. Right? It's just frenzy all the time, frenzy. So, well, we've got some stuff to show you, things that got lots of things here that show you what getting around to it found with her magnet here, and walking around. She's my eyes around as she's walking around. I'm digging and she's finding things. It's amazing what you find in the paths of the park. And I'm going to turn this around in a second here and set everything up. And oh, she got a nice little lure. But you know, yesterday, if you were here yesterday, I didn't get much of anything that was great. I mostly got coin, and the park gives it up, and it holds on to it. So there's things there, and when people lose it, it holds on to it until it's ready to give it up. And wow, I just dumped this out, and here, let me turn this around here. While I was busy getting coins, she was busy getting these things out of the pathways. These are things that were in the path, not just, out of sight, out of mind. They were right in the path, and kids run around there barefoot all the time. And it's amazing what little concern some people have for others. That they would just, not try to pick this stuff up that they drop. But lots of things that aren't dangerous, but some of these things can be pretty dangerous. So I wouldn't want to get one of those hooks in me. I'm a fisherman, and I've stuck hooks in myself, and I've gotten hooks out of people, and there's no way that I'd want this stuck in my hide. Right? Because that has to be, it gets stuck in. If it gets past this little barb here, then it's in there. It ain't coming back out without causing, massive pain. And the easiest way is to cut the eye off and then push it all the way through and pull it out that way. So, not cool, right? So, this is a neat little lure, though. She found some pretty cool lures lately. Remember my big tub of ammo like this for the Nerf? This I have it's about a gallon tub, about halfway full. Oh, come on. Yeah, I guess it's about a third of the way full now. I had a peanut butter jar full of those Nerf bullets. I'll call them ammunition, and I've been looking for a Nerf gun for them, and that's a little clip. You know what that is? That's a little clip out of an umbrella where you push the button and releases the umbrella. That's kind of neat. I gotta get rid of this. That has to be, it gets stuck in if it gets past this little barb. So let's see. Okay, my background music there. So we got some lead here. I didn't even find any sinkers yesterday. Yesterday was a sweet and sour hunt. It was kind of, I'm gonna put all these hooks in here. Wow, lots of little bitty hooks. They still hurt nonetheless. Look at that little treble hook, itty bitty thing. Magnets are great. I like magnets as well as I like metal detectors. Huh. It's an interesting little piece of, looks like a little piece of electronics there. Little strip. We've got all these. I mean, that's even nasty. Did I get them all? I think so. There we go. Okay. Now here's something that I never thought I would see just open in a park, you know. Hey, Jamie. Congratulations on the membership you got today, Jamie. Yeah. We even got a parking ticket yesterday. Also, this is one of my better finds of the day. Got the leg support for a barbecue. These really sound good when you find them. They sound like a really good target. But it's not a bottle cap. But anyway, back to the Nerf. And you see that? Oh, you can't see it there. Hang on just a second. We got a turning this thing around. We finally got a Nerf gun. You put the bullet in the end, and so there's something to play around with. Finally found one. Getting around to it, found that. She found it in 2 different places. I had to glue it back together. She found this part here, 25 feet away from the rest of it, I think. So, but I glued it back together, and we got us a Nerf gun. So, good stuff there. One other thing she found is over by the Renaissance Fair. She found something really cool. She got the find of the day. She got the find of the day. Should have led with, I think this is either a pendant or a piece of an earring. But, oh, come on. There we go. So, lots of little diamonds. I know they're not real diamonds. There's no markings on it. It looks like silver plated, possibly. I don't see a mark on it. So I know it's not silver, and it's got that texture on the back. Usually when there's that texture like that, it's not real. Definitely silver plated, I think. Yeah, that is interesting. Like it could be worn as a pendant because it's about 3 inches, 3.5 inches long. So, yeah, she got the find of the day. And she also found this surface fine little container. It's a pretty cool little container as well. So she definitely got the surface finds of the day. And my hole finds. Here, let's put that up there. I'm going to check this one out. I got I got 5 quarters, 4 dimes, I got 5 nickels, 2 copper pennies, a 1980 and an 81. Oh, it ain't free, Noah. Yeah, it ain't free money. Now I work hard for it. And not only do I work hard for it, it takes quite a bit to get it, gas money and entry fees and stuff like that. So, but there you go. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 Zinkins. Oh yeah, it's still spendable. Still spendable, that's for sure. So I got 25 cents in nickels. So the nickels and the quarters, I got $1.50. 4 10-cent pieces. So I got $1.90 and 11. So that's $2.01, and I got did I count that right? Yeah, $20.25, $1.50, $1.90, $2.03. So there you go. I got $2.03 yesterday. That was the best thing. Oh, well, I did get this little piece over by the bathroom, and I think this is a ring. I think it was, you can see right there, it was either an earring or welded to a ring. No, it can't. And I think this was the ring. It's got little flowers on it. It's the top to a ring. So I did get one piece of jewelry. We did a lot of hunting in 3 hours yesterday. No, it's not a button. It's not a button. It was welded or soldered to a ring, I think. Yeah, it's $1 more than that here, Noah. $1 more than that here. So yeah, I thought it might have been a button, but it's actually broken off. It might have been a button. It might have been a button, but I think it was a ring. Yeah, we'll be praying that it doesn't get up that high for you. Know it's not fun when you're spending all that money on gas. Yeah, yeah, it could be. It very well could be. So we either have a button or the face of a ring, or maybe even an earring. Wow. Yeah, I remember it's up and down, but it never goes down as far as it goes up. So they always find a way to make it stay up there to their advantage. When I was 16 years old, I worked at a gas station, Phillips 66 gas station. And gas was like 25, 35 cents a gallon. The gas station made like a half a cent a gallon off of the gas. The rest of it, you know, the gas wasn't the thing. We had a um, service station. You know, that's when they called them service stations. Nowadays, they're not service stations. And the whole idea was somebody came in to fill up with gas, and you'd check their oil and you check their transmission fluid if it was an automatic, and you'd check the um, all the fluids for their radiator, and if they had a windshield wiper washer, then you check that. And you check all the fluids and make sure that their fluids were topped off, and you had all those fluids and antifreeze, all that. And even back then, the antifreeze wasn't such a big deal. Nobody cared about antifreeze so much, as they would put a little bit in their car and then they'd fill it up with water. And all the gas stations and service stations had water and air, so you could fill up their tires, you could fill up their radiators and their water tanks, and then you would check their oil. If their oil was low, cars burned a lot of oil back then, and so you would make sure that they'd get a quarter of a quart or a half a quart of oil, and that's where you made your money. Now then, there are no service stations, and so now they make all their money off of gas, and then they have the little stores, and they make a lot of money off their sodas and everything. So, but you know, gas has become such a tax thing. You know, it just has become a real big issue, huh? So let's see if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else of any. Oh, I thought this was kind of neat. This is a plug that I found out of an adapter. You know? Somebody broke up their adapter so we can stay plugged in. But last week I had had a good week with the silver bracelet and the gold ring. I can't complain about last week. And this week just got started, and then, yep, the historic power adapter. You're right. Yeah, they'll do that to you too. I don't have any income, so hey, Lou Rate, what's going on, Frank? How are you doing? Well, I find those every once in a while. I've found several adapter cables, and they're usable too. I think I've only had to throw one away. I don't think I got any good coins though. What's this one here? This is a 1976. I think this was the oldest coin that I got. Even the two coppers are 1980 and 81. So this is a 1976 nickel. This one's a 1980. I think 85. Kind of obliterated there. And this one is a 1986. So those are older and these are newer. Here I got the what's this one? Come on. Wow. That's weird. That looks like, at an angle right there, it looks like 2053. But I know it's 2013. But right there at that angle, can you see that? Right there at that angle, it looks like 2053. That's strange. Is that a nickel from the future? Yeah. Look at that. Can you see it? It's an optical illusion, I know, but come on. It looks like, come on. Focus. I know. I want to hit a button. Say, focus, focus, focus. Silly thing won't focus. There it goes. But right there at that. Oh. I don't think I'd be able to do those optical illusions like that with a scope, but I need a scope. Right there, 2053. That is weird that a 1 looks like a 5 just because of the dirt. And then this one is even in better condition. Come on, focus. There you go. 2022. Yeah, 30 years in the future, popped back on the air. And I don't think I got any good coins at all this time. Last Wednesday, I got a 1944. There's a 1995. My fingers get in the way here. Come on, you do a better job of that. 1996. Two 2014. And that one looks like 2021. So nothing cool there. Got a couple of Eagleback quarters, but this one's in pretty good shape for 1993. That one's not too bad. And this one is this is the Indian mounds for the effigy mounds. Yeah, effigy mounds. And this one is an Eagleback in 1997. The 93 is in better shape than the 97. Look how toned that one is. And then we got a 2014 Shenandoah. Not in real good shape. Most of them out of the ground are not, right? And then this one is a District of Columbia. You know what? I don't think I have gotten one of these 2009's District of Columbias before. So, did get something I hadn't got. The Zinkins don't make any difference. They're too dirty for anything. But then I got the 1981 copper and the 1980 copper. Yeah, the 2009s seem to be, I don't know, I'm going to check something. The 2009s seem to be harder to find for some reason. I think it might be the, what's the mint. Let's see. $2009 quarter mint numbers. So I'm not going to find it that way. The mintage on the 2009 District of Columbia and United States Territory quarters. Yeah, that's pretty low mintage considering. I think the silver proofs only have 993,589. And the proof, not the silver, but the proofs have 2,113,390, and the D and the P, they have over 80 million. 88,800,000, 83,600,000 for the P. So those are pretty low mintage rates for the 2009. What happened? Okay, so yep, just wanted to do a wrap up for yesterday's hunt. And oh, I did get 2 pieces of copper other than the copper pennies. So I got 2 pieces of copper tubing. So that goes in the copper. So all in all, wasn't the greatest for finds. However, I did get a bird's egg, half of one. I think either a squirrel got this one, or I don't know whether the bird hatched out of it. I don't think so. It looks like that an animal got to the egg before the bird could hatch. So sorry about that one. Yep. We couldn't even find the king's men, nor the horses. Well, I'm glad that I figured out how to give you guys and there's quite a few hawks out there and crows. Yeah, that park has a lot of squirrels. It's like McDonald's for the hawks, fast food. So okay, let's get away from showing my meager finds for the hunt. The point is, it's a hunt, and that's what it's all about, right? Actually, I did pretty good. I thought if anybody was with me yesterday, I intentionally hunted specific areas, and those areas are like between two close trees where there's a worn spot in the grass, looks like a dead spot. Those are where the hammocks are hung, and people just swing back and forth, and they lose a lot of things there. You have a murder of crows? Yeah, I had a bad joke that I put on one day. I was shooting one of my shorts, and I said there was a whole murder of crows on the front lawn, and I said that there's a murder on this front lawn. Yeah, that's what they call a flock of crows, is a murder of crows. Don't know why. Don't know why they call them a murder, but that's what they're called. Okay, Noah, you take care. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. I'm going to make it short today. So, well, I've got 6 people on that. Yeah, maybe I'll stick around if somebody wants to. See you later, guy. Continue to have a conversation. I don't have anything else to show, so we just have to have a conversation. Really? You've never heard him called a murder? Yeah. Let me look something up. Let's see. Bird flock classic. You got to be able to speak classifications. So, there's different ones. That's not going to give me. Let's see, group. Use group. P. Group terms. Okay. Nope, that's not going to give it to me either. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, right there. See? A murder of crows. What? I I had a whole list at one time of the different types of birds that their group classifications. Maybe that's the way I should put it. Bird group classifications. Nope, that's not the way to put it either. Oh, Danny boy, how's it going? I'm busy looking for classifications. Oh, my hours now, Great Scott, are still the same as they were yesterday when I checked them this morning. 3877. They haven't changed yet this week. So I'm going to put something up on my community page here this week, and I want to try and get to the 4,000. When I get to the 4,000, we're going to have a party for all you guys that have helped me out. And so yuck. She's got you doing housework. Well, don't you live in there, don't you? You got to work on the house. I mean, I spent all afternoon Saturday. Remember last Thursday I went and pulled weeds in my yard? And so then I did all my yard work after I pulled the weeds on Thursday and Saturday, and now it looks like a yard again instead of a weed patch. Yeah, it's all good all the time, Danny. I'm not allergic to housework. Trying to find that list I had, because there's certain birds that, like a murder of crows, they don't call them a flock of crows, they call a group of crows a murder. And there's some others that have different names other than flock too, but I can't find that. And one's, I think, a bevy. Let me see, what is a bevy? Got a flock of birds. No, I just put in bevy and it comes up bird flock. I know they call some bird groups a bevy of birds, a murder of crows, a flock. It's an old joke. Don't know whether you guys have heard it. I've heard it for, at least 40 years. This guy's telling his little girl, "Look at out there, there's a flock of cows." And the little girl says, "No, that's a herd of cows." And he goes, "Of course I've heard of cows. There's a whole flock of them out there." Get Nightbot. Is that the night? I've seen that. I saw that you have Nightbot. Is that something you just download the app and it hooks up to your YouTube and uh, promotes your channel? No app? Is it in YouTube, Nightbot? I'll have to look it up. Okay. Nightbot. Okay, I've got some instructions on it here, so I'll watch those. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that'd be nice. I signed up for Sticker Mule so that I can work on that. I've got my I think I might have just earned another um, emoji by giving away my 5 memberships today. So if that's who I've got another emoji I've got to put up. But getting to those little things, yeah, I got to be a little more proactive. Who's that? Somebody's out in my front yard, up close enough to where I can hear them talking. By my, anyways, because I'm a detectorist and I just love to hunt. All this YouTube stuff is just really strange to me. Yep, it's what I learned from you last time. I got all the ones that they were allowing me, so I think this 5 memberships that I just gave out will get me one more emoji. I'm gonna have to check it in a little bit and see. As I know, some people have like looks like 50 or 60 emojis they've put in that they've added extra. So I'll have to get right on that. Okay, well, we'll talk about the Nightbot. If you don't mind helping me out on that, then I'll give it a shot. See what happens. Because I was just looking. I have. I think I have about 30 fans, I guess, friends, members, not members, but you guys, all of you, there's about 30 that will actually go and watch one of my videos, because it seems to hover between 25 and 30 views on any little video I do. My lives, like yesterday's live, that kind of freaked me out. Before the end of the day, I had what I have here. Yeah, before the end of the day, I had like 90 views on that live yesterday. I got 119 now, so that's my not my largest. I think my largest number of views is 125 views. No, 134. Some of my lives get their um, see 143, 135, but it takes a few days to get that many views on a live. My videos are not so good. Even if I put a minute and 46-second video of shorts, 28 views. 2-minute short, 2-minute video of a string of shorts, 29 views, 30 views, 44 views, 31 views, 24, 30. So I pretty much got a consistent amount of viewers, and every once in a while I get a couple of new people that view my videos, and I try and keep them short, like 1 to 4 minutes or so, so that they don't feel like they're spending way too much time, like a 3.5 hour or 4 hour live, But I like doing the lives. I like having those there. I don't know how many of those 100 people or so actually will watch the whole thing. And probably just watch enough to where it actually gets the counter to click over. So if 100 people were watching a 3 hour, that's 300 hours that I would get right there in one fell swoop, but we know that's not happening. So whatever the views are and however they count the minutes, because it is minutes. But I've been working on this last 1,000 for a few months now, so we're got to that point where I think I've got a few coming off all the time, so sometimes a few more, but neither here nor there. I just know the only reason I want to get to the 4,000 really is so that I can show some appreciation to you guys, because I want to have a little party and give away some things, because I can't do it all the time. I can't do it every day, but when it comes to showing my appreciation for what you guys do, spending your time with me, then I want to do that. But I don't want to do it until I meet my goal there all the way. So if the Nightbot will help me, I never even thought about the Nightbot. I thought that was part of StreamYard or Streamlabs or something. So that's how much I know. So, anyways, yeah, I'll have to read up on that and then get with you on that so that I can utilize it if it's going to help. See if it's going to help. I noticed that people who have Nightbot on there, the Nightbot right, takes off rude comments and stuff like that. I don't ever have any rude comments really. I just want people to have a good time. So I don't really have any good or bad. I mean, not good. I don't really have any bad comments that it has to take off. There's been a couple of times somebody said something off the wall, but that hasn't proved to be a problem. Let me know what benefits come from a Nightbot. Okay. When I run out of things to share with people, I run out of conversation. Unless somebody asks a question. I think I got to get rid of this. I guess I can hang out for another 10 minutes because there's 4 people hanging out. So I did find something interesting out there for part of the Renaissance Fair. There's a couple of different places. This is kind of neat. This is, I guess, for a jewelry store here that has a lot of little different pieces of jewelry with has stones in it, and it talks about stones. So if I find a stone, I might be able to link them up. They have little definitions of their jewelry and different meanings of it. Like an owl protects its insightfulness, aids and boosts wisdom. And a dragonfly brings luck, happiness. Wings symbolize flight of spirit. Now, you know what? I forgot to get them out of the car. We found a pair of fairy wings and an umbrella, a really nice umbrella. I'll show that to you next time. I didn't get it out of the car. It was raining outside and I didn't want to put my shoes on, so I didn't go out and get it. What is something else here? A dewdrop washes away the old, brings new beginnings, helps overcome personal obstacles. And a hummingbird, lightness of being, lifts negativity, enjoyment of life. A dragon, symbol of wealth, power, and protection. So I guess these are ancient meanings. Arrowhead symbolizes protection, courage, wisdom, and strength for warriors. Yeah, I have dug up 2 raven's skulls pendants. I don't see them on here though. Raven skull is not here. Not in their Celtic, mythological, celestial, and historical jewelry designs. And I don't see a raven skull. They'll have to work on that. We're going to stay on to the hour and a half mark. Hour and a half. So, what do I talk about for another 6 minutes? I'll find something. I don't think when I went to the sports park a couple weeks ago, I don't think I showed anybody this. It was on the live. I found this on my live. So, let's see. Does that add to my hat? There we go. Add something to my hat. Nah. Nah. But they're going the kitty theme for, hey, what? You went 2 places today and they were busy, so I got, you know, 2 parks. Or, hey, freaking awesome. How's it going? All right, thanks. Freaking awesome. Got me to 10. So were they parks, Danny boy? All your ground thawed out now? So do they look like they might be good clad parks? I probably pulled about $100 in clad out of this park that I went to yesterday. And I was digging in yesterday, and all told, over the last year and a half that I've been going there. Yeah, they just, people aren't going to the parks like they used to. Yeah, it's a big park. I haven't swung over the whole thing. There's no way that I'd have to be probably another 2, 3 years going out there 2, 3 times a week to swing over the whole park. Hey Talca, hola amigo, how's it in Chile? So we did have a good time hunting. I hope you guys get something out of my hunts, where to hunt for things that, even though I'm not getting a lot, of crazy stuff and everything, there are places that you can go that you can at least get a guarantee of finding something, you know, covering those spots because that's where I was trying to tell people. I was trying to be humorous about it, but it wasn't getting to that point of humorous. I don't think, but you know, in order to find things that people drop, you have to think like people that drop things. Where would I go to drop something? What would I do to drop something? What would I be doing if I'm going to drop something and lose something? So you got to kind of put yourself in their shoes. You know, somebody playing playing football or volleyball or soccer. If they're not a sports team, if they're just out for the day and they're playing, they've got things in their pockets. They lose things. They lose pocket knives. They lose coins. They lose rings. They lose necklaces. Yeah, lots of roots, but the roots hold things. So, I mean, I dug dimes, nickels, and um, what else did I dig out of the roots there yesterday? I got a bunch of stuff that was in the roots, but quite a bit of coin out of out of the $2.03 that I found. Um, so you have to contend with the roots and work a little harder to get it up out of the roots without breaking your tools. I've broke a couple knives trying to pull things out of roots and rocks. So, but you can hunt all day long, and if you don't go to where the people lose things, if you go to a park and you see this nice, beautiful spot, but nobody ever sits there, nobody ever camps there, nobody ever walks there, it's just a beautiful piece of park. You're likely not to find much. But you go to another spot and there's a couple trees, they've hung a hammock, there's a table, there's a little small field area where they could play football or baseball or soccer. Those are the places that they tend to have their bad luck and our good luck, right? That's what top lots are good for. Not just the kids, but the adults lose things in there playing with their kids. I found some good jewelry in top lots just because the adults were playing in there, not the kids. you know, the, I've found some really good jewelry by trees. in the roots. And that one bracelet, it's 50, 54 grams of sterling silver, gold plated charm bracelet. It's really, that's almost, you know, it's just shy of 2 ounces of silver. Hello, Paula Abrams. How are you doing? See there, people start showing up when I start to say goodbye. But yeah, that was a great find, that one bracelet, but I found all kinds of jewelry, rings and necklaces and chains and bracelets all around trees. So that's where people like to hang out, is in the shade of a tree, right? So if you're hunting in parks, you want to go to where the people hang out. Why not? Don't they sit under the trees there? Well, thanks for coming by, Paula. Have a good day. Oh, the pine trees? Oh, I got a lot of pine trees around here. As a matter of fact, that sterling silver bracelet was under a pine tree. And did you ever see that? Let me. Yeah, I have it in. I think I have it in here. Well, either this or my other. I thought I had it in here, but I guess I removed it from this one. Hold on a second. I'll show you that. Yeah, I like to show people this one because they don't believe me. Each one of these is marked 925, and they're gold plated. The whole thing's gold plated, silver. Let's see. That's the brand. Yeah, this is 54 grams. But each one of these charms is, I haven't weighed the charms, but got like a little toy box, and a shoe, and a cupcake, and a television set. And each one of the charms, like this is really well made bracelet. It's well, I can't hang on to it. Now each one of the bracelet charms has a little ring that, spring ring, so you can add and detach charms. But each one has its own little spring ring on it, so it's pretty well made. Somebody lost a nice bracelet there. Oh yeah, this is where you find a lot of old coins in a place like that. But when you find things like this, and the bracelet I found last Friday that you saw, it's got that. You were the only one on, I think, when I found that. Those things are, what makes it worthwhile. And the gold ring I found last week, that little gold ring, it's in the other room. I was showing it to my granddaughter and daughter. Um, but I figured out what it is. I knew what it was, but I mean, come on, what in the world? Why aren't you letting me go out of there? I don't want to do that. Um, this is the Monopoly Scotty. It's the Monopoly Scotty. That's why it's a Scotty on a ring, and it's a gold ring, the 14 karat ring. It's the little Monopoly Scotty. I just thought it was a Scotty dog, but I really believe it's the Monopoly Scotty. So yeah, what do you think? You think that's Monopoly Scotty? See if I don't think it comes up. Hmm? Has a lot of little Scotty dogs, but it doesn't say anything about being the Monopoly Scotty on these because they're not exactly like that one. But There's the Monopoly, Scotty, and it's a whole lot like it. Hey, Tupac, did you get your packages mailed off yet? Vincroni, we have a new person. Well, maybe. Who are you? First, answer a couple of questions, Vincroni. Is that the way you say it, Vincroni? Where are you? What area are you from? Why does everybody have a mod? Well, I do give mods to most everybody, but I kind of want to know what they're into. And well, only one problem with that, I can't get to your channel from here. I click on you and it doesn't offer me the opportunity to go to your channel. His channel looks good. How come I can't go to it? It's like I'm blocked from going to his channel. Okay. Well, I don't know, just suspicious that I can't go to the channel. Let me see something. Oh, I wonder why I can't go to the channel from, it must be my, make it a water rocket, huh? That's not a problem, freaking awesome, because I am a family friendly channel. I'm not an adult channel, so you know I have no problem with that. I was just wondering why I can't go when I tap on it. It doesn't offer me the opportunity in here to go to his channel. I can on my phone, but I can't in here. So, and I don't mind as long as you're mindful of it. Mean crony? Yeah, another hiccup in the. But I do give out the wrenches at this time for everybody to check out everybody else's channel. So I will be mindful of it, okay? We don't abuse it. Alrighty? And that's the reason that we do that, Mincrony, so that everybody can help each other out. Because everybody here is helping me out. So they're helping me get to my goals. That's why everybody has a wrench. Absolutely. Are you still there? So anyway, I'm a great believer in trees and spots where people actually lose things. So yeah, you're not going to get rich doing this. I always say that, and the things that I find like this were worth something at one time and worth considerably less when you find them. And somebody really lost something when they lost this. Don't know how they would not know that they lost it. Yep. The hunt, seeing these things come out of the ground, that's what it's all about. Just, you know, treasure hunters that find great treasures, and the treasures are claimed by countries, you know, and they get very little out of it. Now, some of them get a lot, but but some people don't get anything. They just get the thrill out of finding it, you know. A lot of places, like England, if you're hunting in England, when you find something, you have to turn it in to the country. You know, you can't just fly over there, find something, find a stash of Viking gold or Roman gold, and then take it home with you. It's got to stay there, right? You get your name on it saying that you found it, but it ain't going to happen that you are going to become rich overnight because of it. That's for sure. That's true, Danny. That's true. And there are people out there that uh, they're that way, and it'll catch up. It'll catch up. I hunted a yard across the street, and the guy thought I was kind of crazy. He saw me detecting my yard, and he's just buying the house across the street, and he was tearing up the yard. He was going to plant a lawn and everything, and he uh, dug up the lawn, tilled it up, and he asked me if I would metal detect his yard for him. And he said, "You can have everything that you find there." And I boxed everything up for him, packed everything up, all the money, all the coins that I found in his yard, and all the screws and the nails and everything. I boxed it all up for him and gave it to him. And he says, "What? I told you you could keep it all." And I said, "Well, I don't really need it. I don't want it. This is a souvenir for you. You just moved into the house, and this is all the stuff that was in the yard that, you know." And he just thought I was weird. I gave it back to him. Yeah, freaking awesome. Uh, are you putting up my playlist there, Great Scott? Yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't know about playlists. I haven't heard. I've got playlists. I need to add a lot more of my lives. I stopped adding them to the playlist because uh, when people would say that they played my playlist, I didn't see hardly any boost at all. Thank you. Thanks so much. I, even if it got like an hour, somebody played one of them and I got like an hour on it. I know shorts don't add anything except subs. Shorts, I can't. Uh, you know, what I should do is go through here and add. Goodness. Um, some of my latest lives to the playlist because I haven't added anything to the playlist in a long time. I thought people would go to the playlist and play my old ones, uh, new people. So, well, are you still in the chat, Mincrony? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you start watching more than one of my lives, that might be a real possibility that people go to sleep. Yeah, if I could get the views on my videos that I get on my shorts, that that would make a big difference. But I've got I've got to find something that appeals to more people, I guess. Hunting, I guess, only appeals to a certain amount of people. I even take a lot of my shorts and remix them out of my lives, trying to get people to come back. And it works. I've had a couple people say that they found me by watching one of my shorts and clicked on the short that was remixed out of a live and dropped back into my channel and became subscribers and everything. So that works. Not as great as I would like it to, but it does work. People do find you by clicking on a short if you remix it out of a live, because it's got the link back to it. What time is it? Is it? Yep, it's 11 o'clock. Well, I went from an hour to 2 hours really quickly. I do have my errands to run and stuff today, and got to get a couple of things done. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and having the discussions we have. I just wish I was about more. You know what that means? Anyway, yeah, we'll get together, Great Scott, about the Nightbot. You know, shoot me an email and we'll talk. Thank you guys, all of you. Great Scott, freaking awesome. Oh, Danny Boy, Tupac. Thanks for coming in, Min Crony, and checking us out. And who else was in here? Paula was here, and East Tennessee Rocks was here. You guys, thank you. Appreciate you all. God bless. Stay well. Hunt well. And stay safe, okay? Peace, everybody. Later, Gators. Talk to you soon. Let's hunt.